Welcome to another edition of GSC's Digital Network Update Show presented by Florida's Space Coast. Remember, you can head to visitspacecoast.com to learn more about a vacation to remember. Welcome to another edition of GSC Digital Network's Update Shows. I'm Jim Cavall, and we have lots to cover when it comes to championships and the pursuit of championships, as there are now co-champions in the 2014 GSC football ranks. It's Delta State and North Alabama, both 9-1, rang in at number 2 and number 4 respectively in the final super regional number 2 polls for the NCAA Division II regional rankings, which will give way to the NCAA Division II field for the NCAA Division II championship. Delta State, North Alabama, Valdosta State, and West Georgia were all named to this regional tournament field for the NCAA playoffs this past Sunday. The 2014 co-GSC champs come in at number 2 and number 4 respectively, DSU and North Alabama. Number 5, Valdosta State at 8-2, and number 6, West Georgia at 9-2, rounded out the field of playoff-bound GSC squads. First round will take place on this Saturday, November 22nd. So UNA and VSU will play for the right to take on number 1 Lenore-Rhyne, while UWG and number 3 Tuskegee will compete to take on Delta State, who was awarded a first-round bye. 8 first-round games will be conducted on the campus of one of the competing institutions. In addition, 2 teams per super regional have earned first-round byes. The first-round winners will all advance to face a bye team in their super regional in the second round on the campus of the one of those competing institutions. Second-round winners will meet in the quarterfinals at various campus sites. Quarterfinal winners will advance to play in the semifinals on the campus of one of the competing institutions, and 6 teams selected per super regional make up this field of 24 teams. So just awesome stuff coming up in the Gulf South Conference, as 4 teams finished in the AFCA Top 25, and all 4 of those teams finish in the top 6 of Super Regional 2 for the NCAA Division II playoffs. So you can stay right here, gscsports.org, for up-to-the-minute updates when it comes to news, stats, and more. We'll also come back with highlights of these GSC squads vying for an NCAA Division II National Championship in our next GSC Digital Network update, so stay tuned for that. Meanwhile, on the GSC volleyball front, champion Valdosta State, along with West Florida and Shorter, were all selected to the field of 64 for the 2014 Division II volleyball tournament this past Sunday when the field was announced. Valdosta State won the Gulf South Conference Championship this past weekend, and the ladies from VSU are joined now by UWF and Shorter, along with number 1 Tampa, who is dubbed the South Region Tournament favorite and will serve as the host of this 8-team regional. The South Region Tournament will begin on Thursday, November 20th, and run through Saturday, November 22nd in Tampa. Number 4 Valdosta will battle against number 5 St. Leo in the first round, as will number 2 Florida Southern and number 7 Shorter. 2 Sunshine State GSC matchups to start. Rounding out the last of the GSC team matchups will be number 3 Palm Beach Atlantic versus number 6 West Florida. 8 teams were selected from each of the following 8 regions: Atlantic, Central, East, Midwest, South, South Central, Southeast, and West. 8 8-team regionals will be played at on-campus sites, and the regional competition will be single elimination, best 3 of 5 set matches, and will include a third-place match. The winners of each of the 8 regionals will advance to the finals December 4th through 6th at Knights Hall in Louisville, Kentucky. Competition at the final site will be single elimination as well, with the best 3 of 5 set match format. So big stuff for the Gulf South Conference in football, big stuff going on in volleyball. We'll keep you up to date right here on gscsports.org and in our next GSC Digital Network update show. Until then, for everybody here at the GSC, thanks for tuning in. A reminder that this week's edition of GSC's Digital Network Update Show is provided by Florida's Space Coast. You can find them on the web at visitspacecoast.com. to learn more about a vacation to remember. We'd like to thank our friends at Florida's Space Coast for presenting each week's update on the GSC Digital Network. And until next time, I'm Jim Cavell, and this has been your GSC Digital Network Update.